Welcome, foolish mortals.
Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Magical Maiden. This is Paranormal Vlog. Sorry it took a long time. Are you ready for spooky season? So I have a few pictures that I catch in water. I call it water spraying, but I do it differently. And if you go to episode 6 and 12, I tell you all about it. And I also show you how to do it, and I show you doing it and showing you what I got from that. Again, that's episode 6 and 12 of my paranormal vlog. So today I'm going to have a few pictures for you of the spirit entities and interdimensional beings that I caught in water recently. So we will begin and I will explain each one to you. Okay, so here we go. This is a man with sunglasses. You can see his hair and you can see the nose, see his sunglasses. They're pretty cool actually. And there he is again. And this is a face off to the upper right. As you can see it now, coming a little clearer. It's a little distorted because they're forming. See, there it is again. Now, here is a cat's face to the upper kind of center. See it? I asked for my cats, one of my cats that passed, and see it? There it is again. It's kind of to the left, but in the center. And I try to make it clear for you to spot. And I circled where you'd see it. You could see the ears, the eyes, the nose, the mouth. It's clearly a cat. Okay, here is a large face. And see the nose, the eyes, the eyebrows. Okay, so here's another face off to the center right. And this is it a little bit clearer. And you could see the other eye to the left. It's an entire face, but some of it is dark. So here it is, another face. And it's right there with a hand that you got to really look at the face. Okay, so here is a whole body. You see the person's head, hair, an upper torso, the arms, and the chest. And it seems like it's wearing a V-neck shirt, and yes, it has a tattoo. Maybe it's not a V-neck, but it's a tank top or something. But there's definitely, you can see it's an upper torso. Whether it has a shirt on or not, I'm not clear, but there is definitely a tattoo on that arm. And you can make out some of the features. Now, they don't always come out crystal clear because they're forming. So here's a face clearly in the upper center. You could see the face, the eyes, the eyebrows, the nose, and the mouth. And there it is. And I circled it for you so you can tell. And here is actually two faces. There's one to the right on top of another face that's actually towards the left underneath it. And it happens because, they're all coming in at once while I'm taking pictures. So you could clearly see that face on the top. You can make out the eyes, the nose, but there's another one. Look underneath to the left, and it's sort of forming. It gets kind of crowded in that pot. So here is another face to the left, the lower left. You can see the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. And here is another face to the right. It's a small one. And these, you could see there's a big face to the right and a little something going on the left. And I've circled it so you can see it. And here is a person. Now you see it appears to have a suit on with gloves, a helmet, glasses. You can even see the symbol on the top of his helmet. So he's in some kind of a suit of some I don't know, spacesuit. Okay, so here's a person. You can see their face. You could see their eyes, their nose, and their hands up by their mouth. Now maybe you could see this clearer. I made it clearer for you. It might have a hat on, and you could see the eyes and the nose and the hands. So I have circled it for you, and I made it as clear as I could. So the head with the hat, eyes, nose, and the hands cupped and folded in front of the mouth. There is a girl's face to the lower left with her hand. You could see her fingers. I did different shades so you can make it out. See her hand, kind of her fingers coming out. She's smiling. And there it is. You can see her teeth. So I did all kinds of lighting so you can see. You could see her eyes better with that brightness, see? And she is waving and her hand is, you can see her fingers. That's to the right and she's to the left. So here's a girl forming. You could see her eyes, and she's got like straight hair. Her nose isn't that long. It's just, you know, they're forming, and unfortunately things get in front of their faces, but you can clearly see her eyes and her hair. It appears to be very light. So here's a face. You can see the two eyes and the nose. It's a large face taking up the pot. Sometimes they come out large, sometimes they're small. Here is a man with a microphone. Now he's holding the microphone, but he also puts a giant mic out. So he's obviously a singer. You could definitely see his face and his facial features. I can see them, but I'm not sure you can make it out with this, but there's his face. See it? You might want to pause to get a good look. He has longish hair and his hand is up to his mouth. So, and that's a giant microphone. He's trying to show you he's a singer, but his hand is holding a microphone to him. So here is, I showed you this face before, and here it is. I made it brighter. I showed it earlier, but I'm pointing to all the eyes and the nose. Here's another face. You can see the eyes and the nose and the mouth. And here is a child's face to the left. It's rather dark, so I've lightened it up and I have actually circled it for you. In a minute, you're going to see that. So there it is. It looks like, appears to be a child's face peeking out. Now they can't always come out crystal clear. And so this is a face to the right. It's a large face to the right. You can see it's smiling. It's got big teeth, big eyes. There it is. Again, they come out the best they can. And not all of them are human spirits, so they're not going to look exactly like us. So here's a little face starting to form. You can see the eyes, the eyebrows, and the nose. I've circled it for you. Here's a face to the left. And I circled it so you can make it out. And there it is. There's something in front of it, but you can see the eyes and the eyebrows. This is clearly a face with the hand on the left side of its mouth and cheek. And it appears to, you could see it better. It has the eyes, the nose, and you see the hand on the side. So here is a person, and I don't know if it's a hat, but you could see the hands are in front holding them up, and they have a tie. You could actually see the tie is kind of like a red with a yellow. The tie comes out in color, and might be something it really loved. You know, they might have loved that tie, so they really made it front and center by giving it color. So here is another little face peeking out. You can see the eyes, the eyebrows, and the nose. And here is a face to the center, kind of tilted to the right. And you can see it coming up out of the pot, with another face kind of forming to the left of it. So sometimes that happens, it gets crowded. Here is a huge face forming. I don't know if you can make that out. And here is a woman, and you could see her hair and a bit of her shoulder. Now you can see her eyes, her eyebrows, her nose, and all her hair. She has a lot of hair. See it? Okay, so here is a girl, and she has a cat on her shoulder. It's a little girl with a hat. You can see her eyes. She has a white dress or shirt with her piece of her hair on there, and I made sure I put arrows and I started, you can see the cat's face. It's like against her right cheek. The head, the cat's kind of nestled in with her, and I told them they could pose with their pets if they wanted to. So this is why some of them came with their pets. And here she is with her cat. Okay, so now what we have is a face. So you could see it in the center. It's just a small face. Now here's another. There's like two of them. There's one to the left and one to the right. They're awfully smushed in there, as you can see it. And here we go. You could really make out the face on the right though because it's larger. Now here's a man's face with his arms up to his chin, like he's leaning on his hands. So you could see his hands, his arms, and his face. See it? And I circled. You could definitely see like he has his elbows down and he has his hands to his face. Okay, so here is a man with his cat. The cat is to the left, the man is to the upper right. You could see the cat with the ears. You could clearly see the paws, the ears, a little bit of the whiskers, and then the man's face. You could even see the cat's claws. See the man's face to the upper right? And I like how the cat got his claws. He must be proud of them to show them. As you can see, they're out. And this is the cat on this side. So again, I asked them to pose with their pets if they wanted to. And you could see the cat and the man. And I've outlined it with an arrow. And I showed you that. And that is it. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this. I will try to have more coming to you very soon. I did have a lot more and I've got to search for them. So I hope you enjoyed this. And remember to be subscribed, like, and share, and comment if you just want to say hello, if you have a question about anything you've seen. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in my videos. Bye.